for show, just so you know. We just want to get lit. We just want to get lit.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play action. Now Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now an injury stoppage here, and it's Javonte Williams who's clearly having some issues down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 13-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got his target, Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Denver. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Wilson will throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, Huntley. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got Granson as tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Huntley. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Huntley to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Huntley flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 59 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20, 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, it's Taylor, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Huntley. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing on first down. Huntley. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now a give right side. Taylor. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley flushed out right. Powering forward. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off at the 38. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 129 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Fuller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. They'll try and throw for it. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to float this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Eluding the pressure right. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessary.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts are right back in this football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And this is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. Fights off the defender. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in at the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Denver. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it running right. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Wilson on the keeper. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, here's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Huntley. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there. Benefited.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though.